Hello, I'm Graham, and this is Graham on Games, and this is the 1989 Christmas Sears Canada catalog. Why am I showing this? Well, it's because a YouTuber, I'd say the best YouTuber, well, on YouTube, regarding old gaming retro PC games is LGR, Lazy Game Reviews. He was doing a video about CompUSA flyers, and I also did a video about a Toys R Us, old Toys R Us catalog, and I think it's good to keep old things too. I like keeping old souvenirs from way back when. I think that's why museums exist. And of course, some people don't think video games. That's what I'm getting to in this video. The old video games from the old '80s, the late '80s, and some people don't think that's important. I like games, and I think it's important. So it's important to me and other people, and it's important to LGR as well. And he was asking people to send old flyers, old catalogs, because he wants to collect them. But I can't really part with mine. I want to keep mine, and I also have others from throughout the '90s. So not just from Sears, but there is also an old shop, a catalog store called Consumers Distributing, and I'll get to that later. But yeah, because I don't want to part with these, I want to keep this as I want to make a video and show LGR and anybody else that wants to watch, just in case they're interested. So this is, again, Christmas 1989 Sears Canada Wish Book catalog. And we start with fashion, which I'll just quickly glaze over. And let's see, the old 80s fashion. So far, it doesn't look as bad as I thought. Like, that doesn't look so bad. That dress isn't very flattering, but that doesn't look bad. I think I saw at the start. Yeah, I don't know, this. It doesn't look too dated, but still. The hair is kind of dated, but that hair, I hate that permed curly 80s hair. Yeah, doesn't work for me. Yeah, that and the sweaters, gaudy sweaters. Those look so uncomfortable too. Well, at least I'm allergic to that kind of fabric. These don't look that dated. I was expecting it to be more, to look a lot more dated than it does. But really, it doesn't look that bad. Save for some of them, save for some of the hair. That looks like one of those Soviet caps. I wonder if people still, I don't see anybody wearing those, and they're kind of ugly. Like the ones down here too. Yeah, not my style. Let's skip over. Those are pajamas, which really are kind of the same anyway. Any time of year, any year that you go to, really. Old knickknacks, which are very, very similar in jewelry and watches. Let's skip to more actually dated stuff. Actually, that reminds me. Actually, my grandmother, my grandparents had this same chair, that same chair set. They had that exact one. Both of them. Not that anybody else really matters to anybody else, but yeah, I recognize that automatically. Let's see, fireplaces, other stuff. Toy guns. They don't really sell real guns. These are airsoft, Crossman air guns. Chessboards, old hockey things, Well, we got here VHS's Disney VHS, $30. I can't imagine spending $30 for a VHS. Oh, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit for $27. Gosh, VHS. I like collecting things from the past, but VHS is something I really don't care about because quality is just awful, especially for movies. Maybe for like things made for television, it's fine because they were in like 480p anyway. Especially if it was shot on video, not on film. But for something shot on film, VHS really sucks. I think I remember these, and like I never had one of these, but I remember friends and stuff did. Yeah, I remember this. I don't know what it. Yeah, it was a talking computer, and it would say that you'd spell things out, and I guess it would help kids to spell. And how much was that? It was only like, it was $80, and each expansion or software was $20. Yeah. This is a thick magazine. If I was to go through all of it, this would take like an hour, 2 hours. I just want to skip to the interesting stuff. Let's see. Oh, Ghostbusters. This is back when Ghostbusters was newer and a lot more popular. These are the kids that actually are fans of it now as adults. You got everything there. I wonder how much. I mean, the figures and the car and the firehouse. I was actually never a fan of Ghostbusters, but yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was extremely popular when I was really little. I was born in '86, so I remember a lot of my friends really liked Ninja Turtles, especially the Nintendo game, the NES game, which I wonder if it's being advertised in here. I forget what actual year that came out though. Little Tykes. I don't know if this is in the US, but this was a big thing when I was little in Canada for kids to have. These things, pretend these toy things. That's actually kind of cool. I think this is it's electric, and it's made to look like a real motorcycle, or a real motorcycle. This is cool though. This is by Sega, and it's not a what is this? It's a VHS thing. Sega Video Driver. Real driving excitement. Your children can chase the bad guys or race the circuit from their own console dashboard. They steer and maneuver to avoid collisions and being run off the road. I'm looking to see if this is, because it's on VHS. I wonder if everything, I'm guessing the VHS shows the background while while there's something in the front that projects onto the screen to make it look like you're driving. I don't know. I can't imagine this was so advanced for the time. This was '89, and the Genesis wasn't out yet. The Master System was out, but this is, I think that's video of a real car and a real road. So, geez, I didn't even know this thing existed. How much? It was $90, and oh wow, there are 7-minute VHS cassette tapes, and they are each $34.99. So the base thing would cost you $90, and the extra stuff would cost you $35. So that'd be That'd be $125. Kind of a ripoff when you think about it now. Oh, and I remember building these when I was little. I love these things. I don't think I have these anymore. My brother and I used to build these. These would be electric. The cars, they run on an electric. You'd build your own track, and the cars would run on an electric rail. How much were these? Rail Master Express. It couldn't be $24.99. Or maybe no. Actually, that's oh, it was $100. $100. I remember those. Well, they still sell these today. Lego. Children's pool. Try not to rip the pages. They're not stuck together. They're just sort of like staticky together. I was never really into board games other than the classic ones that are like a Monopoly or something like that. Yeah, Monopoly. Oh, Trump the game. It's not surprising he's running for president now. I'm sure that's predictable. All right, Sega Master System. Now here we get to the actual meat of it. They showed screenshots of the games rather than the actual front of the cartridges. I'm trying to see if this is going to this Wonder Boy Choplifter. I never had a Master System, so I don't know. I had the first console I had was a Atari 2600 that my mother bought, and it was, yeah, I played it when I was like 3 or 4 years old, like Miss Pac-Man and stuff like that. That was to the extent of what I played at that time. But there were even 3D glasses. There was its own zapper and 3D glasses, which I'm sure really really suck today. The Sega 3D glasses used was actually, it was $90 for the glasses, and I wonder. Oh, and it had 3D games like Outrun 3D and 3D Poseidon Wars. Each game, I don't know why it doesn't actually say the price of them. Maybe it says it on the other page. These ones look interesting. They used the control stick, and they were Afterburner and R-Type racing. So I remember Afterburner on the Genesis. This is not a racing game. This was a flight game. Oh, these were the flight games. I remember, maybe I'm confused. I do remember Afterburner was a racing game, but I'm probably mistaking it for something else. The control stick was only $30, and the zapper was $50. The light phaser. Oh, there were two different ones. The Sega 1 Mega Light Phaser. Cartridges. Oh, the games were Shooting Gallery and Gangster Town. And they were each $60. Ghostbusters, $60. Oh, they're $60 each for the games. That's, well, at the time, yeah. I remember games were fluctuated in the 90s. I remember games could be like $50 to $130. I remember at Toys R Us there was, in the late 90s for N64, Doom 64 was $120. I thought that was expensive even at the time, so. Rambo, 1 or 2 players. Power Strike. You know, and even though I like collecting things, I don't know. I'm not interested in the Sega Master System. I had a Genesis. I got a Genesis when I turned 8 years old, and I loved it, but I never really got interested in the Sega Master System. Yeah, here's the Master System itself. It comes with a zapper, 2 controllers, and oh, that's the plug-in, the DC plug-in for the wall. And Altered Beast and Double Dragon. Those are games that I probably would want if I was getting the if I was to pick up an old Master System. How much did it cost back then? After a $10 rebate, it would be $185, which, you know what, wasn't that bad of a price. It doesn't sound that bad of a price for it being a newer console at the time. So yeah, let's see what other games there were. My Hero, Ghost House. Ghost House sounds kind of cool. I don't know. They all seem well. My Hero looks a lot like it's a Mario Brothers ripoff. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it looks like a Mario Brothers ripoff. Ghost House looks like... It reminds me kind of... well, it came out before, but... The Ghost House would have came out a few years before, but it looks like Krusty's... That Krusty's Funhouse, that Simpsons game, Krusty the Clown. There's a game called Teddy Boy. I guess you're a teddy bear or you're a kid with a teddy bear. I don't know. F-16 Fighter. Spy versus Spy. And each game would be $50. And oh, here are these old portable things. They were like, actually they were quite expensive. This one's pinball, and it was it was cheaper than some of them. The cheaper one was like $55, and the Rally Racer was $70. Wow, these are, looking at them, I thought they'd be like $20 or something like that. No? Oh, Battleship, electronic Battleship. How much was that? Sea Battle. It was called Sea Battle, $50. At least Rocket Launch, where's that? That one was only $30, but it doesn't look as elaborate as the other ones. Oh, these were $12.99. Car race. I remember getting that. I remember that. I got this when I was in grade 2 at a garage sale. I remember that very specifically. Well, that's cool. Oh, and it's called a Mini Wizard. It's like a Simon, I think. It looks just like Simon. Alf. Barbies. Yeah, so this actually, I want to look at something else. If it's here, well, they gotta be here. I want to look for old television. Yeah, there we go. Like, oh, the wood grain. I like wood grain. LGR says he loves wood grain, and I like it too for older technology. It's just fitting. It feels fitting. And these TVs are still, I mean, it'd be cool to get one of these TVs new, because older games like Genesis and Atari and up to the PlayStation and N64 look better on these televisions. Like these wood grain ones at the bottom, B and C, like, geez, these were expensive. $1,050, almost $2,000. Save $100, so it was like, I mean, not at $2,000. It was almost $1,100. Save $100, so it was about $1,200. And this one was $1,300, $1,400 before the saving, until December 4th, 1989. So I guess I missed out on that deal. And I like these ones too. I like these the silver color of the television, those old televisions. I remember, I think the one my parents had was, when I was little, was maybe bigger than that, but it wasn't a Sears, it was a Hitachi, and it was sort of like that. But yeah, it'd be great to get one of these old TVs, just also for the aesthetics, to have as like an old thing. But geez, the prices are, because you can buy like a 1080p television, decent one, for less than that, for like $600-700. So yeah, these were heavy as hell. Of course, they were heavy. And of course the wood grain shelving looks nice. Looks nice back then, but I don't know if it would really. It wouldn't, even if you could cut out the top and to put a HDTV on it. I don't know. It just doesn't fit today. And let's see. Oh, Walkmans, old Walkmans for cassette tapes. Let's see what the price was. The ones at the top were about $80, $100. Yeah, something. It's what I'd expect for them to be. And old clock radios. Old clock radios were about $100. Probably around the same. I don't know. I'm not in the market for clock radio, but oh, the good wood grain one at the bottom. I think my grandparents had that one. My grandmother worked at Sears, actually, and that's why she always shopped at Sears. So she had a lot of Sears stuff. That one was $50. Oh, actually, no, that one's G. So that one was $24.99. That one was nice, actually. The GE one. I like that one. So, old instrument stuff. Looking for. Maybe I passed it. Wow, old cameras. You know, I don't know about these ones. These ones were kind of cheap. Well, cheap, but $100. Yeah, kind of cheap, these cameras, but they were likely somewhat better quality than old digital cameras like this Praktica. I don't even know if that company exists anymore, but yeah, they were probably better quality because they used film rather than older digital cameras. When they went to switch to digital in the late, like in 2000, when people bought that or early adopters of that, they're kind of getting ripped off because, geez, those sucked, those cameras. It was regressing backwards to just switch to digital back then. Even sometimes now compared to some film cameras, but, oh, this is an RCA VHS recorder for $1,500. Quality technology. Save $100. So it'd be $1,600 before the savings. Jeez. That's cool. But I don't think I'd want one now because they kind of suck. Like what you're even looking at now is blows away what that thing did. That VHS camera. But I'm trying to find, where are they? Oh, calculators. Oh no, these aren't calculators. What are they? Spell right. They were spell checkers. Old spell checkers. $100 for that one and $180 for that one. Old spell checkers. I didn't know those existed. That's cool. Huh. VHS players I'm looking for. Oh, boom boxes. Old boom boxes. Kids used to actually put these on their shoulder walking down the street. They were like the oldest, the most expensive one. That one would be $400. Yeah. A record player on top and dual cassette, so you could record. That's $150. What is the quality of that though? Yeah. Come on, VCRs definitely existed back then. I just don't know why they wouldn't be here with the other tech. Yeah, television and VHS, VCRs, yes. Okay, that VHS, the very simple VHS on the top was, the Sears one was $500. A cheaper one was $300. And this, oh wow, this one was $750 after a $50 savings. So it was $800 for this really fancy Sears VCR player rather. Keep calling it VHS, VCR. And this one was $400 for this. I think Sears only sold Sears brand VHS back then. So yeah. And televisions too. So they had their own line. What am I doing here? Yeah, this one's $400. But yeah, geez. Even considering inflation back then, it was, considering inflation now, you can buy like a Blu-ray player for $100, $150. And that's so much cheap. That was $60, $70, $80 back then. And this $500 would be like, what, 800? I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up, do a calculator. But yeah, it would be significantly more. But yeah, I have more of these magazines. I just wanted to ramble on and go through this one. Just some interesting things. And I think I've gone long enough. So yeah, Christmas 1989 Sears. So I hope you're relaxed and just hung out and yeah, we're interested in it. So next, I think I'll do a consumers distributing one. So stay tuned. And this one's from fall winter 1992. So yeah, it was a good one. Stay tuned.